What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the debut album by Halsey. Her actual name I will put right here because I'm not even going to begin to try and pronounce that last name. The record is called Badlands and it's referring to the state of mind that she was in whenever she wrote the record. Now, she actually started her professional career not so long ago at all. I believe it was when she was 18 years old that she started recording, got a record label not too long after that with the release of her song Ghost that actually gained a lot of traction online, and after performing at South by Southwest in 2015, she was one of the most buzzed about artists online. I've had a ton of requests pouring in to cover this record. I'd unknowingly heard a couple of her songs before. I think somebody played Ghost or else linked it to me and I just kind of casually listened to it, and I think that the track New Americana was on an alternative station somewhere at some point. I think I remember hearing it, but nothing really stuck with me and made me want to check out more of her material. And now, listening through this debut album, Badlands, I've realized that I actually have some kind of major problems with this artist. It's nothing to do with how she presents herself or the actual talent that she does have, because I'm not going to deny that. It's just the fact that she slips through the cracks whenever compared to her contemporaries. Now you're probably wondering, well, why are you comparing her to somebody else? She's someone in and of herself. Well, yes, but the problem is whenever I listen to her music, I hear somebody else. I think the best way to describe it, really, for me personally, is probably a cross between Ren Weaver and Avril Lavigne. And then here we are, we've got Halsey. Many of the reasons why this album really fails to launch lie within the lack of ingenuity, or to put it simply, it sounds like stuff that I've heard before from other artists. The comparisons are so distinct on tracks like Hurricane and Hold Me Down that I almost find it to be a bit distracting whenever I'm really trying to listen in, hone in on some of these songs. And unfortunately, it's not just these two. It really pops up on a good chunk of this record, and I think that some of these songs are charming enough, but it really is just far from having me under its spell. If the struggle to find a true identity wasn't enough, I'm finding myself completely disinterested with the majority of what she has to say. Now, it's not that all of them are throwaway, because I'm definitely going to get to some of the moments that I actually did enjoy. It's just that some of them are formulaic down to a T, especially the chorus of New Americana just really coming off as super cheesy, something that I would expect to really hear from someone in 2015 trying to be super angsty or else rebellious or something like that. We are the new Americana, high on legal marijuana. That's Sifting through my gripes, there actually is a bit of a silver lining here. There are a nice little handful of solid electronic pop-leaning jams that actually catch my attention and make me excited to see what this singer could do with the right songs in the future. It's just that she really needs to develop her own style, really come into her own before I see that happening. Roman Holiday went off with a bang the first time I hit play on it, and was the first track that I really saw myself getting excited about whenever I was listening to Halsey. In fact, the ball really started getting rolling at this point. I mean, this streak continues through this song all the way towards the end of the record. Getting back to Holiday though, I really like the airy synthesizers and the snarky vocals that bleed their way into this one. Even though there's nothing too crazy going on in terms of the instrumental, I think that it definitely makes use of that simplistic style and wins me over as a result. Ghost made it over from the EP, and for good reason. It's easily one of the best songs that she's recorded to date. I love the rapid fire verses on this thing and an ever catchy chorus that immediately gets stuck in your head. It's infectious as it is powerful. Colors parts 1 and 2 are actually pretty smart and insightful, taking some stabs at friends and family, and it just shows me that tracks like this, it gives me hope for the future and what she's going to become as an artist. I was intrigued by the opening song Castle as well. Its music isn't going to turn any heads, nor is it really meant to. The strength comes within the message of the song, and I'm going to do my best to give a translation of it. I think she's talking about kind of record labels being picked up by a label and the executives wanting her to look and talk a certain way, do certain things, and just control herself essentially and limit herself to what she's going to do as an artist. And I see her as basically giving them the middle finger here, saying, you know what, I'm not really concerned with that. You want me to be the new queen of pop music or something like that. You want me to reign in this world, but that's not exactly what I'm going for with my vibe. I'm going to make my own songs, and that definitely comes out on this record. I don't think that she was necessarily trying to be like her peers. It's just the way that it appears on some of these tracks. Now, in particular, one that stood out to me as really going for her own vibe, the track Strange Love, is one that really just kind of pushed the boundaries and seemed like it was trying a little bit hard to be edgy, but at the same time, I found it to be quite the captivating listen. As much as I do like some of these tunes, almost every single time that I've played this album, I've left it with another artist or another song or something stuck inside my head, and that's definitely not a good thing. If you haven't listened to a ton of pop music in your day, you actually might find this to be quite refreshing, because she does have a kind of nice take on electro pop, infusing that with some guitars here and there and some other outside influences and instruments, but for the most part, she's really going to have to step up her game in the future if she wants to make something more memorable and long-lasting. For me personally, I'm feeling a 3 for Badlands by Halsey. So if you've heard the debut album by Halsey, let me know your thoughts on it tastefully and respectfully in the comment section down below. Keep in mind this was all just my opinion. While you're down there, maybe smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. You can click right here to go to my second channel. I got a lot of content that I've uploaded in the past week there. Don't miss out on that. Or you can click right here to go to the last review that I did right here on ARTV. If there are other albums you'd like to see me tackle, you can let me know with a tweet at ARTV Reviews, or you can let me know in the comment section of this very video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon right here on ARTV.